Hey, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, man? This is King Penny. Welcome to the third episode of Don't Act Different Now podcast, man. Got a great new cast, man. Last week's cast was awesome, man. Got the sound in the background from Longmont, man, over here on 4th and Kimbar, man. They're doing a great concert. A lot of people outside. I'll put some pictures up, too, of that, man. That's crazy. It's good to see people having a good time. Hey, man, want to welcome you guys to the podcast. The main thing is just to have an open discussion, man. We got a lot of topics to discuss, a lot of different things. Everybody be real respectful. Everybody be polite, Dustin. Yeah, I'm already. Hey, man, but we're going to enjoy each other, and we're going to start on that end, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
All right, my name is Benjamin Roberts. I go by B. I'm a truck driver and slightly in the gym, for the most part.
I'm Yvette Campa, Longmont born and raised. I'm a server, and yeah.
She repped that hard, huh? Longmont born and raised. I was like, oh, okay, all right. My name is Penny. Like I said, I spot people and change weight for a living.
That's what he does.
I'm Dustin Esposito. I do physical therapy and caregiving and memory care.
Right. Memory care. Okay. What is that?
It's with old folks, so it's a senior facility, and they've all got some form of Alzheimer's, dementia.
So that's great work, though, man. That's tough, man, to deal with like daily, man. Like my grandma, I think she passed.
Yeah.
Well, not like that, but just dealing with her on a day-to-day, like, whoa, that's what you're talking, huh?
Or you're dealing with people like me, I'm like, what's your name again?
You look at him like that when you say that?
Don't judge me, I forgot.
Hey, man, but it's not every day, bro. Like, we have a whole cast and everybody gets active in the gym. That's really good, man. I'm proud of you guys, man. It's good energy to have around, man, other gym people and stuff like that. Because I think it'll be interesting to see the way you guys look at things compared to non-gym goers and things like that. Because people say the gym goers that they're not really on the reading thing. They're not really on the, you know what I mean? There's a stigma to the, oh, dudes go to the gym. They're not informed about our day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way it is, man. So, what gym?
So I go to Powerhouse Aurora, which is where I go to 5 to 6 days out of the week, and then sometimes I do. Very rarely I go to Bassa. It's just kind of too much like the club show-off vibe, so I just don't go to the bigger gyms. And then, like I said, I got kids too, so some days once I get them down and stuff like that, I'll go to the park and do calisthenics, man. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, abs, the basics. So, but mainly Powerhouse.
I heard that. You bet?
Well, I go to Anytime mostly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anytime.
And sometimes I go to Gold's Gym, and if I'm gonna work out with somebody, then I'll go to Planet.
Do you have memberships at all these places?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pricey.
Hey, man, no, it's not actually. Because I went to Gold's. No, I popped into Gold's yesterday, $20.
Really?
For the day.
For the day?
I was at the counter, they said $20. I'm, oh, the set start out here, huh?
$20, we're at the door to get to it.
That's where I'm moving people off machines. Hey, I paid,
Yeah, right.
hey, bro. I need that machine. But you?
I go to Gold's train station. Yeah, sorry, man. 20 bucks. Yeah, I go to train station, and then I'll go to Armbrust every once in a while too. So.
And you got membership everywhere too?
Not at Armbrust, but I have memberships at train station and Gold's.
Is train station kind of like the Longmont version of Armbrust?
I think it's trying to do something.
Or is it kind of like the Longmont version of Powerhouse?
Gosh, I don't
I think
know.
it's about to be the Longmont version of Fast.
Yeah.
Because they're about to put a basketball.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Yeah, they're expanding.
Everybody can come. Even
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, like, you know what I'm saying, down the line.
You can fuck off or you can train seriously.
And I think most people do in the morning.
Yeah.
And now I got more jobs to do.
Doesn't it have an outside area?
Nah, this train station, no. I was surprised. I never even noticed that Armbrust did too, like that little strip in the back.
Yeah.
I never even put eyes on it.
In the back, that's where you go outside and do the outdoor lunches.
Yeah, I never seen it. Like,
where the big
so,
dogs
like
go.
last time I really put eyes on it. Like, oh, okay, that little like
Yeah, the door goes up.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Armbrust is crazy because like that gym is so crazy because it's like if you're serious about like growing and blowing up,
Right.
like the one thing that a lot of people neglect, especially like with growing and everything happening is your legs. They have a whole room, half of the building, just for legs. You know what I mean? So I've trained her a couple times throughout shows, and I'm just like, this is like, it has like that mega feeling.
Plus the energy there.
Yeah, the energy
is
is
like
like
serious business.
Yeah,
like
it's
you know what I
like
mean.
the big dogs, like you gotta be like,
Yeah.
they're
And they
not-
got a whole bunch of different machines. You can hit some stuff, man. Especially the
Yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way you can hit this back and them shoulders up there, it's just like, whoa.
yeah, bunch of pros.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
that's
think
cool.
Your goals now starting to get a lot
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, they're
I'm
getting-
over there to check out, bro. Like the goals and the egos, dude, they starting to get a whole bunch of like just isolated like shoulder and chest fly.
A lot of renovation going on.
Yeah, and then I see they got a pendulum squat machine. But not too much on them. Hey, we got a free outdoor gym, by the way, at 1610 Main Street. The Wave Pile and Rockies and stuff like that. Feel free to come down and join. Hey, man, so let's get this thing started. So you have a show coming up. Let's talk about that.
All right.
In October, right?
Yeah. End of October, October 21st. It'll be here in Denver. It's at the Pinnacle Performing Arts Center. That's some high school just down there. It's like North Denver, so pretty close to Longmont, not too far.
Feeling the
Yeah.
thoughts, like nervous or?
I'm not nervous at all. Yeah, I just love the process of the whole thing, off season, prep. I love it all. So yeah, I'm just ready. Every day that goes by, I just get more and more excited.
Hardest part.
Hardest part, definitely keeping a strong mental when it comes to anything. Food, relationships, training, cardio, all that stuff. Like, your mental's got to be in it if you want to succeed in the sport and have a successful prep. I do. I've got a girlfriend who does bodybuilding as well. My coach, same thing. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. She'll go pro in the next couple of years for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And whatnot like that, man. Hey, congratulations on her last show, too.
Yeah, she did great. Yeah.
You used to compete, or where are you at with that?
I have competed. I want to compete again. Yeah, like you're saying, the process is crazy. But now I have more children than I did last time.
Yeah.
But I also have different goals too. So for me personally, I just kind of honestly just want to be like massive in everywhere I go. Like that's it. You know what I mean? But I do kind of miss that process. Because like dialing in the prep is like, it's different than anything else I've ever done in life. Because it's an everyday constant dial in, you know?
Yeah.
Which I kind of miss, but kind of don't even. I'm too much of a fat kid on the inside.
That's crazy that you say that, because remember, like back when you used to compete, I used to eat crazy. Like just straight trash all day.
Yeah.
And then it's like
We
reverse down. Like I don't,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? That's just nuts to think about, man. Like I was so what you call. What about you? Ben, you thinking about it, or are you?
I mean, it's definitely been on my mind. I thought about it, like maybe in the future, but or, I don't know. It just takes a because I would be dedicated to it, but I don't know. I would need some like help on that
Yeah.
competing.
So would you need help? Like have you looked like coaches?
I mean, I have been looking into coaches. Like I have a couple friends, and I've been looking into their coaches, and yeah, I have like heavily thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit earlier before you got here. Like, what is your like ideal of like a coach, right? Because like for me, if a coach can't show me pictures or results from other people, I kind of don't trust the coach. Is that kind of how you like approach it?
Yeah, because like I mean, a friend of mine he had like great results, and like it's kind of like how I want to be, but like my version.
Yeah.
So you don't care whether it's male or female that coach you? Like you?
I would prefer female because like she knows more about the female body and like all that.
Because I just ran into that because I got a great female trainer like here in Longmont. I don't know if you know like Rihanna.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have heard of
Primal
her.
Joy Fitness, man. Hey, bro, like this chick gets you results, bro. And like I was asking her about just the transition from dealing with like because she was just straight females to guys. Like has she like you know what I mean? Because a lot of guys are probably hesitant to. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's a female, like, but I said results are results, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's working.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
the proof
That's
is
true.
the proof is put. Like I said, if you show me this, and this, you're getting everybody this,
Yeah.
this. Put me down for this, and this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those
Yeah.
people,
'Cause
man.
I know the one who I want to train me is a female. Her name is Rose Bruner out of Powerhouse. She's the only coach that I want right now. When I'm ready for that,
Yeah.
she's gonna be the one to get ready.
Yeah.
She's an animal. So
Nah, man. That's up. And then your girlfriend, she coaches as well, or?
Yeah, she does. She's I think she's getting Marianne ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Marianne's trying to do that October show as well.
Yeah,
Actually.
that natural one, bro. That
Yeah.
natural's about to be stacked up with all kinds.
Oh yeah, in
of stuff.
September. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's good, man.
hmm
And then you too. But when you go in October, you got like 2 other guys going with you too.
Three. Yeah.
And they all like come out of the same gym or the same like little like what you call, bro? Like all of them classic,
Yeah.
all of them classic physique too.
oh really?
Hey,
All
you
coached.
said, oh really? That's the same thing I said. Hey, and guess what? They work out
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, okay.
together.
Okay, somebody's got to be the big coach.
Hey, see what I'm saying? That's the first thing I told you.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, y'all work out together?
Together? Oh, no.
But now they're all super cool though. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, bro. And
Nothing wrong with friendly competition.
Yeah.
No. Nothing wrong with it.
I love
I
it.
don't let it win. That's all I'm saying.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like step on your neck competition.
don't let it
win.
win. Don't let me win. You'll never let me go.
I said load up tomorrow on even before. Oh my bad. That was you.
What's it?
Hey, so what's the weekend look like? I mean, what do you guys like? I mean, so your downtime, you're not training, right? Let's just not even the weekend. Let's just say throughout the week. A lot of people binge watch stuff, right? What's on the TV? Or what are you taking in? Like, what are you watching, or what are you reading, or what are you listening to outside of the gym?
To be honest, I'm not really like I don't really watch anything.
Yeah.
I can't really get myself to sit down and like watch something.
Yeah, I'm old school, so I fall asleep. So. But nah, that's crazy though, because everybody's binge watch something. What about you? I know you got something in the tub that you watch.
Honestly, I work a lot, and so like my days start like I got work at 3 in the morning. Like in the next couple hours, I'll work all day, and then once I'm not at work, I got my kids, and then I'm in the gym. I think the last show I really watched, Don't Judge Me, was like the Sons of Anarchy.
Judge. That means judge. When it judge.
I'm on it.
Like I say, like I think the last show I really like truly watched and binge watched was like Sons of Anarchy, but that's because I ride motorcycles and I was like, oh, that kind of cool. But other than that, man, I got a lot of downtime in my truck too, so I'm usually watching podcasts about like further development about myself and like create. You know what I mean? Like motivational stuff like that. So when I'm in my truck, that's kind of easy to watch. I don't got nothing better to do. Just sit there and, mess off. So.
No, I heard that. You?
Yeah, I'm not watching really any shows right now. I just watch a lot of YouTube, mostly fitness stuff. Like I'll watch different coaches and different bodybuilders. Right now is the main thing. So yeah, just
So, what you have a girlfriend, right?
uh-huh.
So hypothetically, right? You guys watch the same show or whatever. Do you have to wait for her to watch it, or can you just go in?
We used to do that, and I couldn't.
That never works out.
No, it doesn't. No, she's slacking. She likes to watch the same shows over and over, and I can't do it. So yeah.
What about you? Do you have to stay with them in the series? Or you,
No.
no?
If I get ahead of you,
Yeah. Yes,
I just can't tell you. That's like the
Oh, you can't tell them?
Because there's shows like sometimes like if you get ahead of me, just don't tell me.
Yeah.
You peeping game with that? How these dudes be?
So it's like if you get ahead of me, don't tell me. But if I get ahead of you, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's mutual. Yeah,
it's
it
like
makes
just,
sense.
If somebody
You can't be
gets ahead,
spoiling it.
I'm gonna watch it regardless if you hear it or not. And the thing is, like, if the show's good enough, I might watch the episode twice.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
catch something the second time I pick, I'm like, ooh, and we'll talk about it later.
That's disrespectful.
What about you? What do you think? You have to wait to watch the show if you got a friend and you're watching it with
I mean, I won't watch it without them, but they have to wait for me. And like, if they just keep going, then I'm just not gonna watch it anymore. Like, all right, I'm done. You continue watching it.
Ow. Just done with the show. Like, as soon as they go
I won't
watch
even
it,
finish
3
it.
episodes in, we're done.
Everybody's done it. How many times, in the past, right? So
Yeah.
in the past, you've been in a relationship, right? And you go to the movies to see a movie without You know what I mean? Like your significant other in the past, bro. I'm not saying now, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, and then they say, oh, I had wanted to see that, and you be like, oh, yeah, it looked
Me
good.
too. I wanted to see that. That looks like a really good movie.
Bro, all the time, man. Look here. That's a tricky thing when it comes to like relationships and TV shows, man. And staying on that, where are you guys as far as like social media goes? Like, I'm sure you guys have friends, right, that do the whole dating thing and stuff like that on social media, or they, you know what I mean? Do you like encourage them to do that, or do you be like, or you just sit back and watch it play out and watch it not work out? Or what do you do?
It depends, because I've got a friend before he's married to the girl he was dating before, and they were like public and stuff on social media, and I usually encourage it if they're like a good couple, but if they're in a toxic relationship, I don't say anything.
So you think people should keep the relationship public or private? Because
I
you
think
see a lot of people's pages, you would never know they're in relationships.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
true.
like sometimes you can skim through like, oh, okay.
I think it depends on the situation, the relationship. Yeah.
You got it? Any thoughts?
Same here. I think it depends on the situation, like what's going on between them.
You?
Yeah, I agree. I think for me personally, it's a super private person. So it doesn't matter whatever my relationship situation is. I don't think that my relationship or my children belong on social media. I'm super conservative about that. Like, I don't ever post my kids. You would never know I have kids because social media isn't for them. Social media is for the social stuff, the non-relevant stuff. And so even including the woman I'm dating or whoever, whatever the situation is, that's for home. I think that social media is for less relevant things. You know what I mean? Posting like.
But what if she asks? Because I have seen a couple of females ask guys to take pictures with them to post, and the dude was like, nah.
No, so I think that also, I think a lot of times for me personally, I don't have a problem, like for instance, if you're like, hey, can you post me? Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? But I think men and women nowadays, like I don't think it's one-sided now, like guys are just the cheaters. I think social media now.
Hey, how did we get
That took
there,
a
though?
turn.
No, I just think that, for instance, a lot of dudes are like, no, don't post me. And a lot of females as well are like, no, don't post me, because to me that says, don't post me because the people that are being entertained or are showing me some sort of love are going to stop once you come in the picture, right? So for me personally, it's like whatever. Like my social media, I don't post, but I don't know last time I did post, but I know some people's social media, even if they're not on that kind of time, like, say if like, hey, I'm not out here entertaining people, it's me and you, my social media is my social media. There's some people who are like, as soon as you post your boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm going to stop following you because there's some sort of backdoor attachment to it. You know what I mean? Even if the person is being honest and genuine, like, hey, like, I am in a relationship with somebody, I just don't post them because I don't want you to know them, right? I think there's a lot of, social media is so crazy now versus when social media started. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Instagram, Snapchats, the TikToks and Twitters, you kind of can't go and let everybody know who you're dealing with because then it's some sort of controversy, and then you can't leave it to be non-relevant stuff once you post the significant person. Once you post something relevant, everything relevant doesn't matter.
I always come to you, my bad, because I know you're in a relationship, right? You're good and stuff like that. Do you have to be mindful of what you like as far as pictures go, or you just go through and just like whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, because I don't know. Most of the stuff I like is like bodybuilding stuff or
So what about female
friends.
bodybuilders? You can like, you
Um,
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just asking, like,
No, I
you know,
think-
like you're in a relationship. I
for
don't-
sure.
I have to ask, like, she doesn't have a problem with you like.
I don't think so, but I don't follow many female bodybuilders
Oh,
to
okay.
begin with. So, but if I did like a female bodybuilder's picture, I don't think she would. I don't think she'd care or ask questions. So.
No, because it came up like last week. I had a homie. He has a lady, and she has like a good friend, and he follows the good friend because the good friend follows him, but they're not really like close. But the good friend took a picture, and like the back of the picture, she took it over her shoulder, and like she had on a bathing suit or whatever like that, and you know the buttocks, you know what I'm saying? And it was right there, and he didn't like the picture. And you know what I mean? But it became a conversation, like he said, because normally he just like when a friend posts, he just, you know what I mean, just generally just likes it, just to support her friend or whatever, and like that. And then he like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he asked, you know what I mean, his lady about it, and she said something to the extent of like, yeah, you shouldn't like that, period, or something like that, and. Yeah, my friend, she does some stuff like that all the time and stuff like that. But he's just like, well, should I just unfollow her or should I, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. She's like, nah.
I think it depends on like the context of the post, too, like the caption, everything. Like, there's a lot more now to posts than just like a picture. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. So, depending on the caption or the picture, like if it's just a girl.
You read the captions when they?
Oh yeah, I always read. That's like the first thing I look at is the captions. Yeah.
Wait, so you just be scrolling, not looking at the captions and stuff?
Yeah.
Hold on, because I'm a comment guy.
I like the
I won't
comments
write
too.
to the comments on
Yeah.
some stuff. But I'm gonna look at the picture first before I look at the caption. You're not
True.
gonna look at the picture first.
I mean, I like to look at the caption to see like what they have to say about it, or.
Well, it
I mean,
depends
yeah.
on if it's like, you know what I mean, something crazy. But I'm usually a comment kind of guy. Like I'd rather let's just zoom right to the comments and see
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like super like primal about it. I'm like, don't like that one.
Sometimes the comments are the best part of. Say about it.
Well, it depends on if it's. I think Facebook, like the hey, they be beefing big time. Yeah, man, like everybody, and the internet's undefeated, bro. These guys are funny. I don't know, you know what I mean? These guys are all comedians. I figure they need to all be on here and just let them just comment on everything. You can do a whole show where you're just reading comments.
Yeah.
Hey, that would slap. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
He said, Justin said, yeah, we can cut you out, buddy. Let's just go ahead right now. Like, hey, you're done.
Right now.
You know what I mean? But now, reading captions. I suck at writing captions, so I don't, you know what I mean? Maybe I should read them to get some insight as to what people are. Because people put something put some finesse on it, some thoughtful, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'd be like, yeah. If I don't make it past the first line and it says more, hey, we're not going more. We're going right to the comments. Like, if you don't catch me in that first, like, 3 words, hey, oh.
It's not like I want to read more.
Dustin say he just looks for peach. Get him in trouble. Hey, look at him. He's like, nah, but I didn't say that. Like, nah. All right, so let's move into some other stuff, man. Like some, I guess, less lighthearted, more, kind of a little bit more, not a little bit more serious, more. So recently, and like I said, I don't know how true it is. I heard that there's a local gym, right, that has loosely enforced the dress code as to what women should and shouldn't wear to the gym as far as like that goes. And it's supposed to be a bodybuilding gym, or you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But there's like, again, sports bras, I guess, shorter shorts and stuff. And, you know, just judging from what I hear from it, you know what I mean, like they don't have AC there. They don't, you know what I mean, it's hot. It gets hot fast, you know what I mean, in there. Thoughts about let's go to you first, I guess. You know what I mean, versus these two dudes. But thoughts about women's clothing being told what they can and can't wear at the gym. What do you think about that?
I mean, if it's the gym's rules, there's really nothing you can do about it. But I personally think that they should wear whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just wear whatever you want.
Yeah. Do you think, and I guess it's just a guy's brain, and I'm sure I'm going to get killed on this, but do you think that some women dress a certain way for attention in the gym versus the actual workout? Do you feel like, as a woman that goes to the gym?
I mean, for some women, like when they put on like an outfit, like they want to feel good, they want to feel cute, and sometimes that kind of like motivates them to actually want to work out and actually go hard in the gym.
Okay.
Well,
So yeah, no, you got a point there. I guess I was looking at it the wrong way because I thought that they just wanted somebody to look at them, but I didn't know that they wanted to feel and look like, you know what I mean. I said in the guy's brain, I apologize, Longmont or whoever's watching. Like, hey, I'm just going by, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. Your thoughts?
Mine.
What you said? He said skip me.
I'm kind of like super torn between that. I think that you should wear what you want to wear, right? Like she was saying, I know
to
that
some extent.
some women, I learned that some women will put something on because they were bigger and now they're smaller, or they were smaller and now they are more fit and thicker, right? And that outfit encourages them.
Can I stop you right there for 1 second? And I want you to stay right there. But it just came across my mind when you just said that. Thoughts on before and after pictures?
I think
I
they're
love
encouraging.
it. I love it.
They're encouraging.
Yes.
Thumbs up for me.
Big,
Yeah.
little big. Get to it now. My whole thing is.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about right there. That thought that you just had. Let's yeah.
And so I know as far as a woman, right? that I think you can wear what you want to wear, right? But I have like kind of a bad taste in my mouth because I was going like Vasa,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like whatever. And she was like dressed super skimpy. I didn't like stare at her.
He gave her the eyes.
No, I was working out. And I pressed like my weight, and she caught me like in like the dead second that like I was like, and like she caught me, and I was like, whoa. And it wasn't like a stare. And she's like, ugh. And I was like, what the? What are you looking at? I was just trying to move my weights, like we. But I think if you wear what you want to wear, and you know it could be viewed as like tight or small, deal with what comes with it. Because that's just like, for instance, me. If I decided to go to the gym in my briefs and a muscle shirt, you can't tell me not to. But if somebody's like, and they're looking at my junk, I can't say nothing because I wore that and I should have been prepared for that. And it is what it is. We're adults. You wear what you wear out the house. That's just if I wear 2 different shoes.
Your thoughts?
I agree with that, yeah. It's a choice, like you're making a choice. I agree with the sentiment, like look good, feel good type thing.
Like people are gonna stare.
But yeah,
Like,
but
they'll
people
look.
are gonna stare. Like
Do you find that distracting?
me personally, no. Like I go to the gym to get work done. Like I try to tune people out. I'm a little too nice. People come up and chat with me, which is not the best always. But
Now is the time to say it, buddy. Hey, he said, "Let him get his money in peace." Stop. Nah.
yeah, like yeah. If you're gonna wear an outfit to the gym, you just got to be conscious of what you're wearing, and then also be conscious of the people around you. Like you're gonna get attention.
And what could happen too, like
Yeah.
that's just it's just what it is. It's just like even for guys, right? Like some of the even more muscular guys, you put on the shirt to where your guns are popping, so people look. So you have to be conscious of somebody might be like, bro, like off the roids. Don't be mad they said that. Like that's just like even on the men's side, it's just you wear what you want to wear, like you said, just be conscious,
Yeah. So let's double back on this question for you. What about, like, say, for instance, hypothetically, you were in a relationship, or you know what I mean? Would you be concerned with your guy wears to the gym? Like, would you?
Honestly, no.
No?
That doesn't really bother me. Like,
But you think he would be concerned with what you wear to the gym more than, or would you not even get in that situation, like where you?
I don't know. It's not really an issue at all.
It's tough because like I said, I got a guy's brain. I apologize, so I just be picking. Like when you do get a female talking, you kind of just want to. Oh, okay. Like you know what I mean. Let me ask a couple questions that I usually can't get off. Like you know what I mean. Like
it's just like go wear what you want to wear.
you would encourage your significant other or whatever to.
Excuse me, like, sorry, but hey, nice outfit. See you later.
Wow.
Because I'm that type of dude. Like, even if I feel some type of way, and like for instance, like she was saying, if my woman put on an outfit and she was like, I look good in this, I'm the type of dude to be like, looks good on you. Go have a good session, right? Because I trust and I'm not insecure enough about that. But I think a lot of those conversations, even in like for women, a lot of women won't admit that they're insecure. about their guy going out wearing something or something like that, you know? So
See, but me, I'm not an insecure person, but I am more conservative when it comes to what, if I'm in a relationship, what they choose to wear, I guess, per se.
I think there's a level too. Now, if she's like, I'm like, those are underwear, bro. Like, there's a level to it. If it's like, these are shorts and I know, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a cute outfit. Go for it. You know what I mean? But then also, at the point in my life, you know what I mean? The person that I deal with, she's like, hey, yo, I'm not that into it.
But it's crazy though, just the whole like, because I remember like when I used to go out a lot, you know, you're attracted to the woman with the less clothes.
Yes.
Like it just catches the eye, man. Like as a dude, whatnot like that. But you really don't want that on the day to day. And that's the crazy. Well, me personally, back in the day, like I wouldn't want that like on a daily. But like for that night, that's what caught my eye. Like you had the dress with the which call it's out, and you know what I mean, like the thighs popping and stuff like that. But then the next day we got the brunch. Hey, you look here, got it. Hey, got some hoodies in the back. But like I said, everybody's different, man, and it's I don't know, but like I said, Dustin, I hate to bring it back to you because you have a girlfriend that gets on stage, so I'm sure that you have to be, just okay with. Just the whole situation.
Yeah, that's the sport, and I truly am okay with that. Like I don't really think twice about it.
Yeah.
She's up there in a bikini, and it's not like I don't think about everyone that's like looking at her or sexualizing her. Like that doesn't really cross my mind much. Like I'm there to support her. So. Yeah,
nah. I mean, like I said, but just like. That would be tough for me, I think, to be in that situation. But like you say, it's a sport for me either, and not to compare the two. As a bodybuilder or as a dancer of sorts, I would have for my significant other, because he said for sport. No, but he said for sports and that to win. No, this river's not a win too every night. Don't do that to them.
Like for instance, now she's like, hey, I'm going to the store in this. I'm pretty sure Dustin's like, nah, you're not going to the store. But she's like,
not Dustin. He's a new age, refined gentleman. He's like, okay, grab me that. What's that ice cream you like that you always hyping up? He's like that all the time. He's got this ice cream.
Gotta stay on FaceTime.
It's good, man.
It's good.
Can't get enough of it.
Oh my God, bro. But like I said, man, it's just tough nowadays, I guess, to find that balance. Whereas, because you want people to be who they are, and you want them to but I think when you choose a partner, that you need to this a conversation, or maybe choose your partner based on it versus putting this on somebody. I think, and I think that's a lot of times like people rush into just a relationship, and then you get up in it, then you're like, oh, hold on, hey, whoa, like you know what I mean?
Like, that certain, especially like the dressing, it's like once you know who you are, I personally think that once you know who it is and who you are, it's kind of like whatever. You know what I mean?
So if you get with the lady who's like, you knew from the start how she dressed and what her style is, then you can't really expect her to change when you land her.
Yeah.
That's just like, for instance, like for me. Like if you meet me and I ride bikes, but you hate motorcycles, that's a hard no, right? Like I'm gonna ride. You can be as mad as you want to be. I'm gonna go ride. That's the same thing for she. Like I like this style of shorts or this dressing this way. Either you accept it or you don't. You know what I mean?
But it's tough, man, because I think at some level people always think they can change you.
Always.
Like especially and I've noticed. In the past, Yvette, don't run with this, okay? But like just people get in in the relationships I've been in, maybe in the past, they think my schedule's hectic, my this is going on, and they just think that now that we met, we talked, or we moving that I'll just stop, or you know what I mean, everything just stops just because now that we're talking or we're in a relationship and stuff like that. No. And it's tough to find people supportive like you are in your relationship and she is to you and stuff like that, I think, out here. Because I think, like I said, everybody wants your time.
And you know what I mean? It's hard to, you go to the gym, you're at work, you're doing this, you got, you know what I mean, all this going on. It's tough to find somebody that can relate or doesn't want you to slow down. That's more, I guess, encouraging. I guess I can get kind of slowing down a little bit, but that are more, I guess, supportive. Hey, go do that, handle that. Like, you know, versus, hey, I need some time, I need this, I need that. Like, you know, like, hey, you're not paying attention to me type stuff, man. That stuff gets kind of annoying. At least, let me speak on for me. I don't know, like, just when it comes to like just breaking ice and moving forward with somebody, I find that that's like the main like pushback for me. Like, whereas like if I had somebody who would, you know what I mean, be like, I think more supportive, more understanding, then it would be an easier transition. And vice versa, like, you know what I mean? Like, if they had something going on, or like she had a show coming up.
Yeah.
It's not easy for me to go ahead, let's diet together. Or if it works around, like, you know what I mean? Or let me not eat this in front of you per se, like, you know, like type deal. And in the past, I struggled with that because I was, long time ago, I was in a relationship and the female was kind of dieting and stuff like that. And I used to eat like trash around her. And just, like I said, with age, you kind of, maybe that wasn't the most supportive thing on my end of doing that. And so, you know what I mean? I guess just be reflective and, But I will, while we're here on this relationship thing, I want to take a hard left. And this is crazy how these conversations go. And I want to talk about like, it's tough, man. Well, since we're talking about relationships, men and women, I want to talk about abortion. And I want to talk about like people's like, first of all, I want to talk about our thoughts on it, yes or no. I also want to talk about whether, don't get mad, whether dudes should have more rights or equal rights in the decision, in making the decisions of it. You know, it's always like a tough conversation, especially when you're dealing with another person's body, or you're dealing with, you know, relationships, you're dealing with decisions that affect, you know, people's lives and stuff like that. And so I want to approach it with, like, you know what I mean? Like, give it its due in this conversation. But I was wondering, maybe your thoughts on it?
That, I'm like super hardcore in the middle. The abortion for me is like, I'm like a dead hardcore middle. Because I understand certain times, certain things happen, you know, whether it's rape or even then there's women who just are like, I just can't afford a child or another child. You know, I think there are circumstances where I think that's the smart choice, or the choice. You know, even there are women who are like, the pregnancy isn't going as planned, so that has to happen. But as far as the other side of it, I personally know women who should not have had children, let alone more children, or were on the other end of the spectrum that it's like they just were sleeping around free willy-nilly. And like, you know what? Wasn't taking my precautions and just, you know, abort it, go do it again, abort it, go do it again. I think that side of it is like, I don't agree with it, but then I do agree on the other side, it's your body, your choice. That's just me. I'm like a super hardcore middle, depends on the situation.
I'm going to double back and ask about this guy's situation, though. And your thoughts on abortion just in general?
Personally, I am pro-abortion.
Okay.
Like, all the way.
She's like, that's it. That's it. Hey. She's like, hey, what else do you need from me? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Because it's kind of like what he said, that like, some people just, hold on. I lost my train of thought, hold on. But like, yeah, to begin with, I am pro-abortion. Because like, you know, people just can't afford it, or like situations like rape and like all that stuff. Like, I think whatever you want, like, just pro-abortion.
Dustin?
Yeah, I agree with the, I'm pro-choice, because there are those tricky situations, but there are the, you know, irresponsible cases where, like he was saying, you know, have one abortion, go out and do it again. Like, just again, you have to be conscious of the decisions you're making, and there are ways to try your best to prevent getting pregnant if you're not trying to.
Mhm.
So yeah, those precautions should definitely be taking place if you're not ready to have a child.
Yeah. Let me say this, man. I think in the next few years, bro, we might have like some sort of political campaign going on this way, bro. Like he might, he real smooth, hey, he could cha-cha in them situations. Hey, look here, this is what you asked me about. Oh, well, you know. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, gotta watch you, buddy. Yeah, that's good, man. Me, I disagree. I'm anti-abortion. I am.
All cases.
Yeah, no, not for all cases. I mean, like I said,
So
them
you're
extreme.
like
Them extreme.
hardcore.
I am.
Only for certain situations.
No, I am more anti-abortion, but like I said, the extreme things I can agree with, but more anti, like not with it. But the contradiction in all this is I have had them. Is that weird?
Yes, I'm in
That's
the same
very
boat.
like I have had them, but I am like really
Just
like.
depends, you know, and so
And that's the craziest like thing ever, man. Like, I don't know.
it's happened, and so like I say, I've had abortions with my children's mothers, regardless of the situation, right or wrong. But I have 8 kids as well. You know what I mean?
Talk about putting points on the board, buddy. Hey.
Pop them joints out.
Ooh-wee. Nah, congratulations though, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I bet you get a whole tool set for Father's Day. Yeah, tools and ties.
I get fist bumps and get out.
Nah, that's super cool, man. Nah, but like I said, man, it's so tough. Like, cause when I don't know, in my mind, I'd be like, oh, like, you know, like I know it's wrong. I know it's like, oh, I feel that it's wrong. I mean, I say I know it's wrong, but I just be like, but then, like I said, I have, and so it's tough. Like, you know, like I don't know, but like I said, I think that people should have the choice at the end of the day versus my just opinion on it, you know what I mean? But also too, I'm wondering you guys' thoughts about guys having more of a say in this, like in the abortion discussion, as far as like, because like, so when you have these talks, like, and I have had talks with the like some females about it and stuff like that, they was like, oh, well, he gave up that choice when he, you know what I mean? What's the proper way to say this? Exactly, when he intimidated them or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You gotta walk that line, man. Trying to make it to TV one day, Jack. But you know, like they said, you gave up that choice, your right to decision when you did that. And I said, hold on. Like, cause you know what I mean? Cause if that wasn't your choice when I did that, how come you can go back and, you know what I mean?
Double back in.
Yeah. And so I just think with everything moving equality-wise, I think that the conversation needs to just be had. Can dudes should they be able to have some sort of say? Like, or if they want to opt out right then and there, or if they want to keep, you know what I mean, the child? Like, I don't know. Like, is that worth the discussion, or that's one you just need to let go and take that L? You want to touch it or no?
Well, like, I have really mixed feelings about, like, that because, like, sorry, I don't know. I'm really mixed about it because, like, it's her body, like, her choice, but then at the same time, if there's, like, a situation where, like, he wanted to keep it, but she, like, wanted to, like, you know, not, then, like, I don't know, but, like,
That's a hell of a choice
Yeah,
right there.
it's
Like, and how do you force somebody, you know what I mean, whose
Yeah,
body it is,
exactly.
to have a child that they don't want? Like, you know what I mean? Or can you? Or you?
I think it's just one of those things. Like,
I mean, it's a very rare case, probably. You know what I mean? Like, where the dude wants it.
I've seen cases where
That's just like, hey, look here. He's like, yeah, you want to let that one go, buddy.
I've seen cases where it's like the male wanted to keep the child,
Yeah.
but the female's like, nah, it's my body, my choice, right? And it tears him up on the inside, right? But then it's kind of like, how do you just like, all right, cool, I'll carry it, but once this joint drops out, I'm signing my rights over, and it's you.
Yeah.
This baby goes to the dad, and the mom steps, right? But then it comes to the thing to where there's, on the flip side, there's the dad who's like, I don't want nothing to do with it. negate having an abortion, and she's like, I'm going to keep it, but then now you're responsible, right? Like, I think it needs to be like, I personally is like, you know, if you're going to keep it, you're going to keep it, but I think that there needs to be some sort of agreement before a certain time, right? And it needs to be like a legit, to me, a legal understanding of, does the father want to be there? If not, then he's not responsible because that's his choice, because it's your choice to keep it. Now, if you don't want to keep it, then you guys are on the same page, you know, because there are situations where I think a lot of men aren't ready to be dads, including myself. I wasn't ready to be a dad, but now I'm just forced into it, you know, and I'm learning to be a better dad. But I think on the flip side, some women just aren't ready to be mothers, you know? And so I think that there needs to be like an understanding of, if you want it, then I think that the dad's opinion does matter. I think if you guys are on the same page, then cool. If not, then you need to figure it out.
But it's tough. It's like almost like, you know, you hear, and you know, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but a lot of athletes, a lot of celebrities, whatever, they slide out to these different cities and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And stuff pops off, whatever like that. But at times, and like I said, not all females, but some of them are trying to get pregnant. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole, like, hey, once these dudes get a little drunk, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. And, you know, that's just a, should these guys, like.
And it sounds like, I'm sorry, like I said, I have 8 kids. There's no way that even 8 of my kids cost $800,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know, just because I make that, it doesn't. None of my kids cost $800,000 a month. You know, and I just think that, like I said, a lot of times it's just, in my opinion, is sometimes unfair. I think in some cases they do make it fair. Like my situation, I think what I give in child support is fair. You know, but I also have fair mothers.
Yeah.
I have
And that's another
the
thing
mothers
too,
of,
man. Like,
of my children are super fair.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just me. But I think a lot of times it's super unfair. And I think that's when like the abortion.
and let me not, because I know I'm gonna get a pushback. I like, you know what I mean? I'm not relieving the dudes of responsibilities and different things when I say that they need to have a choice. Like, they still like chose to have unprotected sex or did whatever. Like that. Let me just go ahead and own that or whatever like that. But at the same time, I'm saying,
that much money doesn't mean that you deserve. Like, now you're my child doesn't cost $800,000. That's child support.
he's stuck on that number. He's like, hey, $800,000.
I was like, oh, man, somebody's paying so much money. Like I said, I think that you should give your child the best that you possibly can. But I just don't know how much a child, even $200,000 a month.
Yeah. So you would say at the end of the day that a dude should have a little bit more rights or more say in the situation
I think that
on the abortion versus, like, you know what I mean? Like on that part of it afterwards. Should dudes have more say, you would say?
Yeah, I would just say that their opinion matters more so.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No.
still, I think the opinion should be taken into consideration. And then, of course, it's still ultimately the mom's decision. You know what I mean? But I think there needs to be some sort of conversation. How does the dad feel? You know what I mean? Or the father. But then also it comes back to, like, women sometimes can see, like, you're a dirtbag. You know what I mean? And it just is, I think their opinion should matter.
No. And then, Dustin, your thoughts? Yes or no? Should.
I'm glad you brought up the legal thing, because I think I agree with that. Like, if one or the other doesn't want to keep the kid, like one does, one doesn't, I think it should be brought to court, and the judge should hear the stories and the reasons why they do or don't want to keep the child, whether they want to be involved or not, and then, just make it a court case, and then the judge can make a decision based on like income and whatnot, like what they're able to provide for the kid, and then just come up with some kind of compromise if it's a difference of opinions on keeping the child. It is tough.
It's wow. Like
Women do not care. They don't really care about what like the man has to say. They'll just like do whatever they want.
I appreciate you saying that, because I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to get some pushback for this whole conversation. And you know, I mean, I appreciate you saying that. And also too, like I said, like dudes need to take more ownership of where they're
doing what they're doing.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Like that too. It's kind of like pandemic of like social media, right? So I seen on TikTok the other day, the girl and her boyfriend arguing, right? And he really wanted to be a dad. So she got on her TikTok and posted that she was at the abortion clinic and having an abortion to piss him off.
That's crazy.
Like, do you think there should be like some sort of consequence to those situations? Because now it's becoming more of like a pandemic of he made me mad. I don't want this baby now because we're mad today. So,
But I think that
let's do that.
but I think that opens up a whole nother argument.
You know what I mean?
Because women have been. I mean, some women have been doing that forever.
Forever,
But not with.
social
I'm not talking
media.
about. No, I'm not only talking about with abortion, but I'm talking about with whether it be domestic stuff, with other stuff, like, you know what I mean, retaliatory type when they get upset.
Yeah, I think there should be a consequence. Like, you should not normalize that kind of behavior, regardless of the situation. Like, doing that just to piss someone off is not okay. So, and then going and posting it for everyone to see
Just for
too.
views and all that.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's kind of one of those things that they kind of.
It's irresponsible.
Conversation to make
Yeah.
the dad's opinion should matter more, or if there should be consequences for that type of stuff. So.
Yeah, it's a whole. Like I said, it's. I think, like I said, as we move forward towards whatever equality for all people look like, there needs to be an open conversation, because I think a lot of people who push for equality, they will hold the lines on the things that they hold on to, but they want everybody else to relinquish, like, or whatever, or to concede to what they have going on. But like I said, just overall, if we're going to move towards equality, let's move towards it across the board, is all I'm saying. Is, I don't know. Any last thoughts on that topic? Or Dustin's like, can we get out of this topic? He's like, can we get you messing up my campaign right now. He was like, he messing up my campaign. All right, so yeah, so all right, cool. Appreciate you guys talking about that. That's a tough one. You know what I mean? It's very like, man, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no
If you say
like,
the wrong thing, you might trigger something.
yeah, man. And
Then
like I
everyone-
said,
like everyone's situation is also different
Yeah.
too.
but like I said, at the end of the day, just people just be responsible, I guess, would be the main, you know what I mean? So for the last thing I want to talk about, man, I want to talk about the fires in Maui, man, in Hawaii, man. And I know, like, a lot of people, like, some people didn't even know it happened. Like, it was like beyond, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there was a fire. I was just like, oh, okay. And then, you know what I mean? It's messed up, man. Like, I was just like, oh, snap. And then, so, like, a conversation was had because there were tourists out there swimming the day after, like in the ocean. Like, while the people were bringing supplies, boats were, like, bringing supplies, there were people out there chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they wrong for that? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Like, should they enjoy their vacation? Should they have helped? Should they have, you know what I'm saying? Like, stayed out of the way? I want to know you guys' thoughts on it. Start with you on this one, man.
I think yeah, they should have either stayed out of the way or tried to find some way to help. Like, I get that they're on vacation and stuff, and it's a natural disaster. No one could have, like, predicted it or saw it coming. So, yeah, if you're there as a tourist, I think you should be participating in giving some kind of relief, whether that be, you know, letting the workers worry about their families, their loved ones, like, let them grieve about that. Like, don't put any more stress on the situation than there needs to be. And I think it's just a little bit insensitive for people to be out, hanging out, chilling when all that is going on, because, like, it's very serious. People are dying, and yeah, I'm just interested to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, well, the pushback all for you on that was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And this is nowhere near comparison. I don't want to compare disasters. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's horrible all the way around. But when the Marshall fires were going on over here, people were going about life like it was nothing. Like, I mean, is it like a thing for people just to, when people are going through whatever, just to continue to, you know what I mean? Like, just disperse about the day and stuff like that. And like I said, to each their own.
Right.
But you're saying that you would have helped in some sort of capacity.
Yeah.
You personally.
I personally would have. Yeah.
Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer, I guess, for anybody. Everybody's going to look at it from, different, what are your thoughts on it? What do you think?
First off, I work a lot, right? So when I did see about it, I was raised by a super old school Southern father. So it's like, if you see an old lady that needs help crossing the street, you just do it,
Yeah.
right? Just be a good person. If somebody needs help, just do it, right? Like if you're $10 short or at the register and I got $100, just pay it, right? That's just what my dad instilled in me. But also, I'm a professional at minding my business, right? I'm a professional at it. That's not my problem. It's not my problem. So I kind of see both sides. And the world is becoming more professional. It's not my business. So that's what the world is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like when I was a kid, right? Like if you see the big guy just punching on the little guy, as a child, I would be like, yo, you gotta like stop. Now it's like the world's like, so it's kind of in the middle, you know? Like I understand why people are like, I pay for my vacation. This is your business. I'm on vacation, right? Because what if the dude out swimming with his wife, both of them are EMTs and firefighters or policemen, and they're like, every day of my life, I go out and I protect people, save people. I paid X amount of dollars to come on vacation. And it's hard for me to be out here swimming.
I think that's even worse if that's what they do. But anyhow, but I just feel like that's even worse. But I will offer the pushback on it's maybe for some it's a once in a lifetime trip, or it's like a 5 years we've been saving to do this.
Right. So
like you know what I mean? Like
vacation,
I get that.
You know, because I do.
But if you have a certain set of skills that you can help this situation, you should definitely throw in.
There's things that we don't know about people who are out there swimming, right? What if this is this couple's first vacation in 17 years because they put everything on hold for their kids? You can't be mad at them because we sacrificed everything for 17 years. Our kids are out the house. We're here. We're enjoying it. I'm sorry that sucks. I'm not going to rub it in your face that I'm having a good time, but I'm going to go swimming.
But would you think it more responsible to swim like at the hotel or at the resort versus going to the ocean?
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
You know what I mean?
There's levels to it.
But also, do you put the responsibility on the resort? But I'm talking about to vouch them. Like, hey, we got a disaster. Can you guys can't lock them down, right? Please don't. But at least suggest them to stay here, and we'll just comp you back like 5 days, 5 nights, or whatever, and you guys can fly back.
In that, I think the resort's responsibility should be, if that's a natural disaster and the resort's not having any problems, I do think that they should send everybody there. Yo, go home, we'll pay for your flights, whatever, we'll just bite the bullet. But the people who are losing homes can use your room.
Yeah.
Right?
See?
I think that would be the just thing to do.
Yeah. But it's tough to tell people to leave.
But then you also got to remember that's a business. Nothing matters to them but green, right? You know, so then you're putting morals with the business, and those don't coincide.
So your final, at the end of the day, help is where you would be.
In the middle still.
Yeah.
Help if you want to. I
think
think if it's
in
in
your-
you to help,
You're
you
not a
help.
bad person if you don't help.
If you don't
Because,
help.
like, you're just like, trying to enjoy your vacation, but like.
I don't think you're a bad person. Like she said, if you're enjoying your vacation, because I'm not gonna lie, if I'm enjoying it, if I'm swimming, I'm like, all right, cool. I might swim a little bit and then come help you, and then go back to swimming and then come back to help you. I'm that type of person.
Oh wow!
That's just
Hey, you doing way too much of you. You can't swim. Go help. Go back to swimming and go help, bro. You gotta. Hey, no, bro. That's doing too much. It's not doing too much, does it?
No, it's not.
Either help.
Balance.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Maybe.
hey.
You finish your swimming and then go?
Yeah, bro. You can't swim. Go help
You
this.
might not be able to. But I'm like, me personally, it's kind of like, for instance, like when I think about stuff like that, you know, like if I see somebody who needs help, like my dad raised me to help people, you know, like that's just what he raised me as. Like, if you need help, it's not going out of like my way or breaking my back or not, no sweat off of me, whatever, here, I'll help you. But if I'm in the middle of doing something and I'm like, I'm doing this, sorry, can't help you because I'm doing something, you know? Like, that's just me, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, my dad also raised me to be like an in-the-middle person. He never taught me to ever be one way or the other. He always taught me, like, be in the middle. See both sides and then choose whichever one you want. But once you choose, you know? Because
I don't
when
know.
you
it's
start
tough.
helping them,
I'm a helper,
and
man.
you're
So
like,
I'm
hey, I
a-
want to go get something to eat. And they're like, you're helping us. You're like,
Yeah, bro. You gotta help, man. Like I'm one of them people. Like, hey, look here, vacation's over, man. Let's figure this thing out. Like, let's.
Who would even be in the mood to swim when something like that's happening?
oh, there's some people.
You'd be surprised. Hey, look
That's the
here.
other thing. Like,
You can't.
it even though it might be a once in a lifetime vacation, and this is going on, like it's still going to be a once in a lifetime vacation, and that's like a once in a lifetime thing that's going on. If you can help, and like you'll have that story forever. And if you go home and to your friends are asking like, oh, how was Maui and stuff, and you're like, oh well, there were these fires, but I just decided to swim. Like that looks bad, in my opinion. That looks bad. But if you can like say like I was able to help provide relief in some way, like that's really cool, and like that's probably not an experience you'll have ever again.
Yeah, I just.
The narrative changes too.
Yeah.
I went on vacation. I became a surgeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, no, and plus too, it also to, us as like mainland U.S. people. You know what I mean? Even though they are a U.S. state, but you know what I mean. There is a disconnect with them being not part of the actual states. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so they're an island. So, you know what I mean? And it would show a lot about just who we are as a, But like I said, I just think that people, like I think you were saying earlier, it's a big disconnect. And you know what I mean? Everybody's isolated, that they don't, you know what I mean, feel a connection with anybody. And it goes back to all full circle around, from the social media to the likes to the, I don't read the captions. Like, no, but I'm just saying though, it shows like that people put a lot of time in saying what this picture is, or saying what it meant to them. And even me, you know what I mean? I'm insensitive to, yeah, buddy, you did that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it just shows. And bringing everything around, you guys agreeing to sit down and talk about this stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it starts, fixing everything or bringing everything back to just communication, where people aren't just, you know what I mean? People are looking at each other. People are hearing other ideas and being responsive, and they're not just behind a keyboard and, you know what I mean, reply back. Something funny, throw some emojis on it. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like, like, okay. People are actually talking, man. So, any last thoughts or anything, guys? Like, before we wrap this thing on up? Got anything? You got your show? Let's shout it out, man. Hype it up, man. And your guys.
October 21st. Yeah, I'll be out there. My buddies, Raj, Josh Smith, and Bailey Grasser will all be in the show too. We're all coached by the same guy, Alex Shepler, owner of Evolve Health and Wellness.
Let's not do too much plugging here. Like, nah, we like Evolve. They good, man. Nah, we love Evolve, man. Like, nah, that's what's up. Doc Shepler's cool, man, and the whole team over there, man. Yeah. And what do you have going on? You have anything going on, or anything you want to plug?
Do you want custom Air Force since I got you a custom portrait?
custom forces.
Custom forces?
Yeah.
We've been sitting here for 4 hours, and you ain't said not a one thing about the forces.
I didn't know that.
This is crazy. That speaking more to the.
These are dirty books.
See, I'm like, it was dark outside. Look at that. No, for sure. So where can they hit you at what's the Instagram handle, or where could best to hit you at?
Customs by Yvette. If you want custom forces, or like if you want custom portrait or art, self-title drawings.
You draw?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. All right. Look, I didn't have a clue. Yeah. That's what's happening though. What about you? You got anything going on?
No, man. Just being a dad, man.
The Humbly Conceited is what? Like,
Humbly Conceited is coming soon.
it's coming?
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, okay. Clothing line, man. He's gonna go forward with that. We're about to see what's happening. Try to get him back on stage too, but
Come on.
Yeah.
Be massive. It's like the Black Rich Piano.
Jeez.
That dude was just.
It shoots for the moon, huh?
That's who I want to be.
Nah, that's good. That's good.
Man, just, I'll just tell people be a good person.
Hey, bro. And like I said, thank you guys again. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate you guys just being open, man, and talking, stuff like that, man. Hey, I'm King Penny, man. Hey, thank you for joining us for episode number 3. Like I said, look out for him and his show, Custom Forces, Humbly Conceited Clothing Line, man. Everything is coming out soon, man. Hey, also, too, next Sunday, we got free haircuts for the kids, man, from 8 a.m. to noon at the Wade Powell in the Rockies at 1610 Main Street. Hey, we got 10 barbers, man. Gonna have snow cones, breakfast by Roses and Cilantro, man. Big event. Bring your child out, man. Get a free haircut. Even got Jazzy doing hair, can help the young girls out with haircuts and stuff like that too, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining us. Stay tapped in. Subscribe on YouTube, man. We're out of here, man.